What's good? We are back. Bareknuckle recap show. It's another Sunday, another beautiful day. We're live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and I'm joined by pro BKFC Bareknuckle fighter Anthony the Double Advocate Yost.
My man, Triple P, how's it going this weekend, my man?
It's pretty good, man.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. This card wasn't horrible. I think all around. I enjoyed it.
I know you heard the bad news though. You ain't gonna have Jeff Houston announcing your names no more, man.
That's been after we were just like talking about like the language barrier and then having different announcers that like we want our announcers, and then it does suck, man. It does suck.
It's not gonna be the same at first. It's gonna be like weird. You gotta get used to it, I think.
What about because we were looking at the Reddit guy posted something on Instagram. Was that like said something about he wanted to fight? Right?
Who wanted to fight?
Jeff Houston. I don't know if he was joking or not, or like wanted to do that tournament. But they told him he couldn't be part of the company and fight, which is weird because of G. But I don't know. Maybe it was joking, or maybe he wasn't. I didn't know he fought.
He used to fight?
I have no idea. No idea. I'll have to after the show. I'll have to send you that. If you go to the Reddit's Instagram, I think he had a video on there.
Damn, Jeff Houston getting in? Can I get in?
Dude, yeah, I guess anybody. You know, I know they said you don't have. We read it on there. Me and my wife, because we were looking at it, and it said on the webpage that like you don't have to be a professional fighter. You got to go to the tryouts and shit, but you can be a contractor. It's just like if you think you're a bad motherfucker, come and try it. Come sign up. Doesn't mean you're getting accepted.
I'm still confused on what the weight limit's going to be, though.
What was 85 to heavyweight, right?
Okay.
That's a big difference, my man.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for a 185er to win that, I think.
Yeah. Unless they're really like good at in and out. You can get somebody like a good distance control guy that can just like point them. and hope they don't get clocked by Ben Rothwell.
That's gonna be crazy. Well, let's start with the first fight. The Sandra Rees and Sally McDonald. I know I took some notes down for this.
Yeah, the first one. Why did they all get 5-round fights?
That one was actually a 3-rounder, but the rest of them was 5-rounders, which was confusing to me.
Okay, that one did go 3 rounds. I swear it was 5, but I know the rest of them
Yeah,
were 5.
yeah, the rest of them
On the
were
prelims.
5, which they normally don't do on the prelims. They normally give everybody else 3 rounds of the prelims, but that one was 5 for the second and the third fight. But the first one with the women was 3.
Okay.
What are my notes on this one?
That one
I mean, Sally.
That was exciting. They were swinging. Not the prettiest,
Yeah.
but they were swinging. I enjoyed it.
It wasn't the prettiest swings. You took the words right out of my mouth, but they were throwing blows. It's like one of these fights that I think makes you realize Bareknuckle is different because Sally took the most damage, right?
Yeah.
But she got the most knockdowns, and old girl didn't want to get up at the end, so she won,
And the difference between round 1 and round 3 of the way both of them were willing to take punches, like at the end of round 1, like you said, Sally finally took like a punch, and she's like, "Oh hell!" and then like dipping her head. But then towards the end of the fight, you can tell her getting like calmed and more comfortable with it. But yeah, that was a fun one. I did truly enjoy that one for it.
Yeah, Sally could tell like she definitely had her opponent right where she wanted her. And it's just crazy because like in the real world, you would think like somebody gets fucked up like Sally did, it would at least be a tie or she lost
something. I think Sandra, one of the times she got knocked down though, I think that was a headbutt. It looked like they clashed heads for a second and she got dropped.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, she got dropped a couple more times. That was a fun one.
Some of the swings were really ugly. They like could definitely use some technique and some form.
Yeah, I think I also that could just be like experience with Bareknuckle. Because it's kind of a hot mess up in there. Because like I even go back to like I watched mine and AJ Rodriguez for Valor. I was like trying to like hands down do some stuff, and then you can see me go with Mike, and then I tightened up a little bit, but the nerves were still there where I was like just kind of swinging. And then Chachi was better, and I think with time them two will definitely. I'll be excited to see how it goes for them too. Now that they're having more shows over there.
So the next one was Chris Burton versus Daniel Curtin. Unanimous decision for Chris Burton. What did I put? All the action was in the first round.
The most exciting action was in the first round.
And then the last 4 rounds was kind of boring.
Daniel got Curtin. He got dropped a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it was just kind of bloody.
Was in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I would say going from the other card that we had before, what is it? Uruguay. I always say Uruguay, dude. I feel so bad sometimes, dude. Uruguay, yeah, dude. The first time I read it, I was like, "You're a gay, dude." I was like, "My bad, bro. I cannot pronounce different things." But yeah, they at least were putting in action. Like they were.
Yeah.
They were going. There was blood. They weren't touching hands. They were trying to swing. They were fighting. So I will give them that one.
Next one. Next one was probably the worst fight of the night for me.
Yeah. I didn't even really have any notes on this one.
Not because of the action or anything, but because the ending. What I put, Bray looked like he had some power. The Dylan Yandel, he pretty much he did what I see a lot in BKFC, where you hear him say "I'm done" when they're on the ground. The ref doesn't usually catch it or something.
Yeah,
and then they end up jumping up the last second. I guess pride gets to them. They jump up the last second. What they really done quit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they threw in the towel the second round, because they threw in the towel quick, like yeah, he was done. He was done the first round.
Yeah, that one was. I don't really have too much on that one.
and like it looked like really inexperienced with the clinching. The way they was coming in, like. But I mean, there was some punches thrown. There was some little action because old boy got dropped a couple times. But he
And
definitely
again,
was like, "I'm done."
yeah, and again, at least they were going from card to card. Now that we're jumping and we're doing this every week, it was more exciting than the last one. Even that fight, being this was one of the most. If that was the worst one of the worst ones on the card, I'm happy with it compared to what we got beforehand. That wasn't bad.
First fight in the main card. Now this was my favorite.
Me too. I
Corey
absolutely loved it.
Chapman and Jack Blair.
I don't know if it was because they were both young bucks, man, both 21, 22 or something like that. They were just, man, they both looked, again, kind of like the first one. They were way more technical than the first fight, but they were kind of jittery and like you could tell the nerves of the bare knuckle was getting to them. But man, they were good. That was exciting.
I caught myself rooting for Jack Blair like right after he got knocked out because he got knocked down and then he couldn't see, and I'll be always questioning like, it could have been an eye poke.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Could have been an
you
eye
never
poke.
know.
So he got 2 knockdowns. Then old boy knocked him down twice.
That was all in the first round.
He came back. Yeah, then he came back. Jack came back and got another knockdown on Corey Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
5 knockdown round the first round. Then the second round, Jack got old boy down twice. And then when old boy got him down, man, he caught him right on the money, man. Right on the button, man. And
beautiful. It was and I didn't realize Corey was he's team his coach, his cornerman was Champ Bonner.
Well, I saw the video with him and Bonner afterwards, but I didn't realize that Bonner was in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't either until they said it afterwards. So that's cool. That's so we if we have a young talented kid like that training under a bare knuckle champion already, that's maybe kind of Corey Chapman to kind of put a note on like, hey, let's see what he can do in a couple of years. He'll be an exciting one because again, we don't really have a lot of young talent outside of what Kai did for young talent.
Those are bantamweights, and I actually like both of them, man. I think like Jack Blair might have a few. You said they both young?
I believe so.
They look young. I mean, 47, so they look young. 21 for Blair, 22 for 21. Chapman.
Yeah, absolutely. So both of them, I think even with 1 or 2 more fights, you could either bring them to here or bring in a 35er there because they were very entertaining and their skills were better than a lot of 35ers we have here. I will say that they were cleaner. They were fast. They were accurate, and they took them shots and they dropped, but it's not like they were
legit knockdowns though. All legit knockdowns.
All legit, and it's not like they were rushing themselves up like a lot of us do. Like I did too. You know what I mean? I've done it. I've tried to get up twice like that where I rush. And these boys at 21, 22.
21. Yeah, they're only 20.
The composure
is like,
the composure they showed at that age when I was 21, bro, I was a wild amateur MMA guy. So like I would really like to see both of these guys, their future. I'm excited for it. I might actually go drop them a follow if they have, something like that.
Well, I follow all the fighters that fight on all the cards, but these guys are probably, these guys probably are just like straight bare knuckle guys. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't even do boxing or MMA or nothing like that. They probably, because now you're starting to get these young cats in here that I'm hearing about that are just like, nah, I'm not a boxer, MMA. I'm a bare knuckle fighter.
Yeah, they're like, well, let's just try this out. You know what I mean? And I think even if you have amateur, and I think amateur boxing fits with bare knuckle more than professional boxing. So you're going to see a lot more younger cats that box throughout because I think it's like a point system. In amateur boxing, it's touch, 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 touch. You're trying to just touch them. You're trying to get them punches off, and you're trying to fire. You're trying to be first, from what I understand. And that's kind of what bare knuckle is. You come in, you pop, 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 pop. You want to touch them and you want to move. And I think you're going to see a lot of young guys from there. But like MMA is a little different. I don't know. I came from MMA, but I think amateur boxing is better for it.
So the next one is KJ Metcalf versus Owen Webster. I put a lot of clinch in, and Webster needs to work on the cardio. Tired out.
Yes. Again, it was a decent one.
I really don't knock a guy that tires out and can't I mean, I'm realizing for some reason guys can tire out quicker in this sport.
Yeah, it's because everything happens so fast that now you're holding your breath for 10 seconds. That takes wow, and even moving and takes a lot out of you. And a lot of it is it's just unexpected.
I interviewed somebody back in the days. They said when they compared to boxing, they said so boxing starts out slow and then it gets fast. Bare knuckle starts out fast and then it gets slow.
Yes.
And I think the bigger you are, probably the more tiring the guys are gonna get. I think the lower weight classes can they probably got better cardio.
Yeah.
Some of these big guys and these heavyweights, I mean, they're not cut. Some of them are flabby guys, man. Like,
yes,
they're just really solid and stiff, but they're not really cut,
like at all. And a lot of the guys have great stories in bare knuckle from what I've noticed, and they've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they're flabby. Like even myself, like I'm not a real me and Chachi, like we're not real cut 25ers, but we're also not really big either. Like I step on a scale and I'm 39 to 42 most days. So
you and him got kind of the similar story, and
but
Marcus Suarez too.
I think what is it? Zeb's another one that came from a way heavier. Yeah, I think Zeb Vincent came from a very heavy weight class and dropped a lot of weight. I mean, he's another one that he did it. So he's kind of like one of the ones that's not really cut, but has endurance for days. He really
he does, and his fights are always really good.
Yeah, very good.
Whether he wins or loses, it's always good.
He's I think his style is a little unorthodox, and I'm not I think his punching style is a little weird, but he gets the job done. I'm a fan of his character and his fighting. I'm just not a fan of his style because I think it's weird, but it works and he's exciting.
Let me see who we got on Instagram real quick. We got Robman88 in the red corner. Appreciate you. Real George, Get Hit Hard, Nightmare Street, Justin Street, appreciate you. Canadian Charlie, Knuckles to Knives, appreciate you. Thanks for the comment. Bombshell Swaze, appreciate you as well. What's the next one we got here? Harrison Cave and Danny Moore. I got some opinions about this one.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. Again, it was like one of them fights that had action, but I don't know. Like Danny got dropped in the second or the first?
It was early. I know it was early. And that was the only drop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I think like Harrison, like he beat himself.
Yeah, he
was always like backing up. He was just circling the whole ring. He never really was on the offense. It's like the first round I think he dropped no more the first round. I think after that, old boy was coming at him constantly from rounds 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's why it was ended up being a draw, because Harrison's just backing up the whole time and just countering, and Danny was coming at him the whole time.
He lost it for him, like you said. He lost it for himself. Like he had it, and then he kind of just allowed that guy to come back. And I mean, that's the fact that you can get dropped and you come back and basically win the rest of the fight after that, try to keep up. You know what I mean? So. And if Harrison could learn to throw, a lot of these fighters, like we talked about last week, is they got to learn to throw moving backwards. You got to get points.
Yeah, like that punch you did, with old boy in that last fight, yeah.
And I did it with Mike too, where like I did it step throw. It's just one of them things that like you can throw from every angle. You got to learn to do it because in bare knuckle you can catch them from weird angles, but for situations like that where you gotta it helps too, because when Trujillo hit me and I was just pampering the jab, like boom, 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 just peppering it out there, man. It keeps people away. Also,
Harrison, like he had a whole boxing game plan with it. It was just like I felt like he was just straight boxer with it.
Mm-hmm. I do agree.
Like he definitely should have won that. And there was a couple fights where one fighter was on offense the whole fight, and the other guy was on defense the whole fight. And it's like at some point you gotta bring some offense, man. This is a two-way sport. This is like NBA, man. This is like basketball. You got to play on both sides of the.
Yes.
You know, you don't got a defensive team and an offensive team. You got to play both offense and defense.
And you got to use the whole court. You got to use your IQ. You got to use your feet. You got to use your hands. It's everything.
The next one is the same thing. It was Ferguson versus Mickey Nolan. Mickey was on offense the whole time. Ferguson was on defense until like the last round, I think.
Like, yeah, he in the total he threw Nolan threw 367 punches, landed 197, and John threw 262. So he threw 100 less punches than Mikey. That's with somebody coming at you like that, you got to at least try to stay. You got to keep up with them. If they throw one, you throw two, or if they throw two, you throw two. You got to try to do it that way. I like throwing a lot of punches.
And it was a good fight though, because I mean, there was a lot of blows getting thrown. Mickey Nolan was tough. Ferguson was tough.
I enjoyed it,
but at some point, if you just straight defense, and this guy's on offense, I mean, the judges are probably going to side with them 10 times out of 10, man.
Yep. Every time. That's why I know people get mad at Kai for his style, but he stays active. He's nonstop, and so he's punching you in the clinch. Why the fuck aren't you punching him? Collect them points the same he's collecting points. They're like, be mad at him that you want, man, but he is good at what he does, and he mastered it, and he's just getting better.
And I think it takes a certain kind of balls when a guy's just steadily coming at you.
Yeah, you won't that's another thing. Like you said, like Kai to be able to risk getting punched and take them punches coming in just to hold you.
Yeah,
and then
he's
quickly,
always coming at you, man.
I'm a mid-range guy. You know what I mean? I can fight inside, I can fight backwards, but my game is where my game is, and his game is on the inside. And he's catching you as he's coming in, and he's willing to catch you as he's going to the left and to the right. And it's unorthodox, but like you said, you got to stay active. You got the offense.
People don't like it because it's not a lot of power behind what Kai does. He's not a knockout artist. He just out, it's kind of like Mayweather, in my opinion, like he just out boxes you, out fights you, and outpoints you. And I mean, he's getting knockdowns. A lot of his knockdowns that get called as slips and knockdowns.
Yeah, he's got some knockdowns that have been missed, and that's kind of how I am. I am a very like touch and go type of fighter. His style's up close, mine's more mid range, but I drop you from accuracy and just speed, or catch you off guard where I'm throwing a combination and then coming in with one. So like that's kind of a thing. And like we started throwing power. We worked on power this week at the gym. From the bag work, pad work, everything we were throwing was power. And it was really weird for me because, again, I come from an MMA background. In the last few years, I've been working on just touching you. My mechanics of throwing power shots they're a little off, my man. So it was like real cool to get into that. So, for somebody like that doesn't work it a lot, if you get Kai turning his hips into some punches, he's probably going to start getting some finishes too. But we'll see what he's added on for this one, because this next one's gonna be tough for him.
He's still young though, like as far as getting bigger and bulking up, and he's fighting a lot of older guys that have been lifting weights and working out probably a decade or more longer than him.
Yeah,
so
that might be on some testosterone in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Next one was really good. James Walker, Barry Boyle. James was really good.
Let's see.
He was hitting old boy with the 2-piece every time he tried to come in, man.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, I wrote it. His coach was talking to him. Him and his team were getting frustrated in the corner. because
Oh
like
yeah, we
he
getting
was trying to
upset.
do.
Yeah,
Yep, he was doing what he could. You know what I mean? Like he was just you could see the difference in skill set was frustrating him and him himself. But then his team's like, "Yo, man, like fucking go," doing something, but he couldn't. They were yelling.
yeah.
They were like, I couldn't understand them, but I'm pretty sure they were yelling at him.
They were Scottish, so they had the accent. I mean,
Yeah.
Walker pretty much controlled the whole fight, man. Old boy couldn't get in, and that's the thing when you was Walker 6'5", 6'6", or
6'6". Yeah, he had
the 6
damn.
foot. I mean, you got to use that half a foot reach, man,
Mhm.
to your advantage, and that's what he does. I noticed that's the problem with the little the one with the dude gassed out on Webster. He just couldn't get in, man.
Yep.
It's tough. Like when you're a shorter opponent, it almost seems like the game plan is go inside
Yes.
and get some uppercuts in the clinch or something. I mean, I've seen guys get knocked down with uppercuts in the clinch. Oh boy, hit old boy on the side of the face in this card and in the clinch and knocked him down.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
have
know,
that was the earlier.
yeah,
The
that was
earlier
the
one.
dude that threw in the towel, I think,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man. But when you can't get in and the guy just two-piecing you every time, Barry Boyle got the most. He probably had the most fucked up on his fight card.
Yes, absolutely. Even that guy with the hematoma didn't get fucked up like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was. I agree though, and I think a lot of things that people miss is what I also am ultimately working on as I'm learning boxing in general, the science behind it, because I've never been in a boxing gym, is the distance control and being able to use the different ways of getting inside, from slips to dips to rolls to steps to walk. You know what I mean? There's so much more to it that I never knew. That maybe that's why I was struggling earlier in the days to get inside, and I think that's what a lot of us lack. The shorter guys lack is the tools to get on the inside.
Yeah, man. Well, I commend the short guys.
Yeah, dude, because I ain't getting any taller, guys. No way. My favorite thing is to wear. I'm 5'4", but I really like Adam's footwear. They got like the bigger soles, so like I am 5'4", but like when I come out to fight, I'm like 5'6". It doesn't change my reach, but makes me look a little taller.
Hey, it can be intimidating at the weigh-in.
Yeah, it can be
when you get to look down on a guy.
Yeah, that Trujillo was the first time I've ever fought somebody that like was that small. Even in my MMA fights, I've never fought anybody that small. And he wasn't 5'3" because my wife's 5'3". That dude is 5 foot, 100%.
Oh shit.
Trujillo had to have been.
So I didn't really pay attention to this next one, and then I don't know why. I think I had a phone call, and it really wasn't appealing to me. And that was the Liam Hutchison and Dylan Bell.
Yeah, I surprisingly didn't really watch this one either. I don't even remember what was going on during.
And what was the one where my man had to get his foot taped up twice? That was Ferguson, right?
Was it the Ferguson?
Yeah, I think it was Ferguson. Yeah, taped up both of his shoes. That was because in the middle of the fight, he turned his back and just stopped, and then he had to get his shoe taped again, the other shoe taped.
I missed that shit.
Yeah, he got both of his shoes taped up in the fight. That was crazy. But yeah, I didn't really see much of the Liam Hutchison and Dylan Fell.
Yeah, too much of that one.
It was unanimous decision. Dylan Fell. I mean, for what I did see, though, he was pretty much winning the fight.
From the looks of it, he threw 161, landed 47. Dylan threw 100, landed 43. Sounds like he's just more active. I don't really.
Now, next one I was disappointed with because it was supposed to have been James Lights Out Lilly fighting Lewis King.
Yeah. I was really bummed about that one.
With Stu Martin, and Keane pretty much controlled the whole fight.
It's what happened was supposed to happen.
Yeah, and if it would have been James Lilly, I think it'd have been so much better of a fight, man. It would have been so much better of an opponent.
It would have been the co-main event that we all wanted,
Yeah,
absolutely. Because Lilly's never a boring fight. I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, I interviewed him once back in the days. Really good guy, man. Loves fighting, man. It would have been a hell of a better fight, bigger name too. And
Yeah.
this is part of the fight game that it's just it sucks sometimes. Like that these fights these get switched up like a week ahead or 2 weeks ahead before the fight.
Yeah, that does suck, man. It truly does. Like if you're gonna like replace a fight, short notice, I'd like it to be at least 3 weeks to a month, maybe.
And then at least try to. I mean, okay, so when they replaced Yoel Romero and Lorenzo Hunt, and they put Redneck Madell, I was still like, okay, this is the fight that, like, yo, okay, that
That one was a little
I'm
different because Mundell
interested,
stays
like, to
ready.
see. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a little bit different on that one, I think.
but the name kind of just still kind of gives me a name that I'm like, okay, it ain't.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's I want to see the results of this one. Even though my guy got rocked and like I ain't seen him get rocked before, but I mean,
Yeah, another good example is when Rambo was supposed to fight Ace, and Rambo got hurt, and John Carlos stepped in. I was very excited for that one. That one
and
was
John
another.
Carlos got dropped at
He
first.
did. That was the one where he got to get a taste of himself. So like the confidence he's carrying, he deserves. He went
Yeah,
in there with a guy that was 20 pounds bigger, got fucking. I mean, he got flatlined. I don't care what he say. Like
yeah,
he like. I've been there. I can joke about it, but like he got up, he did, and he did fucking well. So that was another
yeah.
replacement. That's one of them short notice ones where it's still an exciting name.
And you see the picture that Rambo posted with Baby Hulk,
They are
like with
they are the funniest beef I've ever seen online, and they're the reason I'm basically watching the card. Yes, there's a lot of
yeah.
great fights, but them boys they're doing what they need to, and I'm happy for them both. They're killing it.
Yeah, I don't want to take a side because I'm still got to interview Baby Hulk here. I was supposed to interview him, but we had to reschedule. But we still gonna get the interview in, and
Yeah,
I
hell yeah.
already interviewed Rambo. I like the main event, man. Lewis Garside, Bradley Taylor. I caught myself rooting for Lewis because he's the little guy, and I have Irish ancestry, for what
Yep.
I've been told. So he got the leprechaun name. So I was like, yeah, let's go with Lewis, the leprechaun Garside. But damn, Bradley Taylor looked good.
Man, I've been a fan of Bradley Taylor for, I would have to say, probably I don't remember which fight I first watched him in, but I'd say about for the last year and a half. I have followed him online. I enjoy him. I think he's slick. And like you said, like we're all talking about, I do believe he is one you could bring to America, or make him like put him on a game card like this again, let him headline and bring one of us to him. He is good enough to do that.
I mean, he's Bantam, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like to see him versus Reber.
Him versus Reber, or honestly, I'd like to see him versus Jamel, right? That's how you say his name.
Hey,
and Jamel's a world
Herring, yeah.
He's a world champion. Bring him over there. Let's or bring Taylor here.
When I think about it, I mean, just because this is a weird division too, right? Because we don't know if Justin Ibarola is going to fight again. Reber's done had 2 shots. Richardson lost the belt, came back, won, and then lost again. Bradley Taylor looked like he's right there. He's up next.
Yeah, he's 5-0. He's won a title over somewhere else. I think either he's next, or honestly, you can't even really go him or Quentin, just because Quentin's making some noise over here, and he's 3-0, 3 wins in a row now.
And Lewis Garside, man, I mean, he's a tough motherfucker, man. So
yeah, and he is his his hooks, they look like they hurt.
He's a tough little 5'5" motherfucker, yo.
He's exciting too.
Yeah.
But who else we got in the 35 division?
Nate retired.
Yeah.
We don't know what's up with Keith Richardson. I know he wants to fight still. Justin, I mean, he's really like the head scratcher. Like, what's going on with him? If he's not even going to fight no more, man, you got to just take him off of the rankings, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think at that point, yeah, because you could definitely do Bradley Taylor versus Jamel Herring. It's exciting.
They
unify the
gotta
title.
update these rankings, man. I be wanting to do my own rankings, but then I think I'm like, motherfuckers gonna be mad as shit at me.
Yeah, I don't know. See, the only rankings I can do is like mine. I feel everyone else, I don't really. I pay attention to the other divisions, but I don't put the effort and the time like I do
Yours needs to
into.
be updated too, man. Like
Oh,
Hanson needs to go off. I think I would put somebody over Randall.
yeah.
I think both the bottom two slots could need to be replaced.
It should do that my division should have a lot of answers September 11th.
Yeah, because Rambo should have been on these rankings, I think, already.
Yeah, people don't see it, but I truly believe September 11th, man. I actually might. I was talking to my management. I think I'm gonna go try my best to go down there because we got G
And I'm about to
versus
say there's two big fights off of
no
this
more
division.
than that one. We got G versus
Oh,
Strode.
and Randall, Randall
versus Chris, and then then we got Rambo versus John Carlos. That card is one of the biggest. Like, okay, people have been asking. I know Baby Hulk and then John Carlos and Rambo are fighting at 35. Maybe it's because they're whatever. I don't know why, but G and them are fighting at 35. But Chris and Randall is at 25, so that also the top 5. Garcia, John Carlos, Rambo, Randall, G, and Strode. That's the best of our division.
Yeah.
So top 5 at least. So I'm excited for that night.
You're gonna have 3 matches that really, like, because if Strode beats G Perez again, that just solidifies that he's definitely.
So I don't know if that matters or how playing 4-1, and that's not a bad record to start off for BKFC.
Yo, let's see if we can get some predictions from you for some of this Sturgis card. I don't want to really get my predictions because I got to interview these guys.
No problem. And I'm actually pretty fucking pissed, boys, if anybody's listening, because I should be fighting this weekend, but my fight got canceled. I knew weeks and weeks and weeks ago about it, and the guy took a different fight for fucking barely known boxing or whatever they are, and he took an ass whooping for more money. I mean, it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna knock him for it. I know I've known the guy for a very long time, so
I'm gonna just go through some of the main ones. Brian Atkinson versus Mike Jones. Who you think wins that?
Oh, dude, I think Mike Jones has been making some noise, and he has some hidden power. I like Mike Jones in this one.
Okay. Bear Hill versus Brady Big Bird Meister.
Oh, my bearded brother, Bear Hill, my man. That guy he's exciting. I like him. I'm gonna go for Bear on this one.
I like Brady Meister, but it's gonna be a tough one.
I think the height Meister is gonna be able to, but I think once he gets clipped a couple times from Bear, he's going to kind of like step away, or when he hits Bear and can't put him away, I think it'll kind of be a damper for him.
And I like Brady Meister, man. He's tough, man. He's 2-2. He beat Joe White fair and square. That's for sure.
White. That's what I was gonna say, because that was over I fought that night in Clearwater. And White was kind of putting it on him. You know what I'm saying? And he came back. He's a tough cat.
They actually changed this opponent. It was supposed to be Zeb Vincent versus I forgot who, but they got him versus Alonzo Martinez. I don't know much about Alonzo Martinez.
I don't, but it looks like he's 5-2.
He's 5-2. And he's and it looks like, is it all BKFC fights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 5 of them is BKFC fights, so it look like 2 outside of other promotions. So
yeah, Ellis. I know Ellis a little bit, like from the circuits up north. And I do remember a few of his fights, or maybe one of his fights for Bareknuckle, and he looked like shit, so that win's not super impressive.
Zeb needs this win, though, man. He's 3-4 right now. I mean, he got 7 fights in BKFC, but
Zeb
he need this win.
He does, man. I'm shooting for Zeb on this one.
Who you got in Cheyenne Bentliff versus Crystal Pittman?
Dude, this one's a toss-up, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm watching Pittman. I was a fan at first, and then I seen her fucking give up in Clearwater in person. I don't care what anybody says coming from a fighter. Dude, that punch didn't hit you. You ruined that
You
fight in
talking about
Clearwater.
the one where they called a no contest?
She didn't get hit that hard on the ground. Like
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
nothing like that
yeah.
that like come on, you did all that fucking prancing around with snakes for the weigh-ins, getting all fucking shit, promoting yourself, and then you go out like that. Like you collected a paycheck and you wasted time. It sucks that way. At least that's the way I look at it.
I got a crush on Crystal Pittman's Instagram content, but she
Well,
been getting her ass whooped lately, man.
yeah, and the one thing I know, I follow, I think that Bintliff on TikTok. I don't really know. I'm not even really on TikTok that much, honestly. But I've seen some of her content. She looks like she's training hard. She looks like she's in better shape than she has been because from what I don't think she's made weight for a certain fight that much. I think she's missed weight. So but she looked like in good shape in some of the videos I seen the other day. So that one I'm just gonna go 50-50 on that one.
She's 1-1. I'm trying to see if she fought. So she beat that Gabriela Ruelas, another fine bare knuckle fighter.
Yeah,
and
but
then
then
she
you lose
lost
the
to
lad.
who
That's not that, you know what I mean? Like lad is lad.
She don't even sound tough. When I
Lad?
hear her talk on it, Aspen Lad, when you hear her talk on it, like her post and stuff on Instagram,
She sounds so like just
she
nice.
sound like a kid. Yeah, she sound like a
Yeah,
kid, yo.
yeah. Out there just having a good time and then kicking ass
Yeah.
at the same time.
But she KO. She KO Bentliff
Yeah.
first round. That's a big name that they needed to stay probably in BKFC. They
Which one?
lost her, Aspen Lad. They lost
Oh
her to
yeah.
BKB, and they lost probably the finest bare knuckle fighter,
What's her
freaking
name?
Jad Masan Wong.
Oh yeah. They did lose her, and she just signed a multi-fight deal with them over there, didn't she?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, that's
She
the
was an
thing.
exciting fighter too.
She is. She's good, man, and she got more wins than losses, and she's fought for the belt, big fights. I just think like BKFC might need to adopt a little bit of what BKB's doing as far as focus more on the fighters you already have that on the roster and stop bringing in so many debuts. That's the thing. They don't bring in a lot of debuts no more, I don't think, in BKB.
No, not much. And they're signing a lot of world-class boxers and stuff like that. But I do agree to an extent on having new guys. I do like the idea of bringing some newer guys into BKFC because we have a lot of shit fucking fighters.
Okay.
I will say that. I think 80% of our roster, it's getting better. It's been getting better. You know what I'm saying? But for the last 3 years that I've been in bare knuckle, there's a lot of guys that are fighting in the BKFC that are getting fights before me. You know what I'm saying? And other fighters that are better than me at the moment have the more publicity, and we bring in a lot of B-side fighters. I feel like sometimes, and a lot of it happens on short notice, or people won't accept fights, so they have to find fights, which I understand. It's a business, and when you're matchmaking fucking a fight every weekend coming up, you know what I mean? It makes it a little tougher and trying to match all of us. I would like to see a lot of us more bare knuckle people fight more over the new guys, but it is also nice to see some, like example, them 21 and 22-year-olds from this last card. I do like seeing stuff like that.
Well, it's cool if like say you open up a new state. Okay, you want to bring a bunch of debut guys from that state, but they'll have like a debut guy from that state versus another debut guy from that state. Let's not do it that way. Let's half debut guys from the state, and then let's bring in guys from the roster already that's got fights under their belt to fight those guys.
Like 1-0. We have plenty of 1-0 guys or 0-1 guys, 1-2 guys that can fight. Like me and Trujillo, we both fought outside the promotion. Both of our records are 1-1. Whether people thought there was a skill gap or not, on paper, me and him were a fucking great pair. So there is fights that you can do that with. It was a hometown guy, and he brought somebody in from the company. that was already fighting with the company because he had he only had one fight for BKFC. And he had 2 outside of the company. So you can do that. So I agree with you there.
I mean, you know, there's one guy I'm not gonna say his name, but I don't think he's ever gonna win. And if he keeps getting on fights over a lot of cats, like people got the right to be a little in their feelings, man. Because like I think he's at the bottom. He's like probably the worst fighter on the company.
And it sucks because this guy came from tryouts. Wow. So I don't know what was shown or what it was, but yeah, it does suck, man. Because when I was maybe it was maybe it was the guy that was guiding me into shit at the time. Maybe it was the person that was around me. But when I keep a journal, and I have for years now since I got back into bare knuckle. Just something for my brain. But if you go back into the time I was at my last place, every couple of days I would write something where my coach would tell me like, "Yo, dude, if you don't fucking win, you're done." Yo, Nate's telling me like, if you lose, Anthony, you'll never fight again. Your career's over. Anthony, you probably should just start looking at coaching, dude, because you lose again, it's over. I lose the mic. Two losses in a row, dude. Scott was fucking telling me on a daily basis that my career was fucking over. Like I was never fighting. You know what I mean? That like they didn't want to bring people like me into BKFC. And then you can see all these other guys are getting laid the fuck out that are 0-4, 0-6. So like I think that was a big damper in why I'm glad I left now. But like shit like that, man. So like it does hurt a lot of fighters, like you say, because like I'm sitting back like, yo, why can they fight but I'm not fighting? You know, do I really suck that fucking bad? Do they really not want me around? Because they keep bringing in these guys that absolutely suck ass.
Well, this guy we talking about, he's a few weight classes above you, and I guarantee that you could beat him in a fight.
Absolutely. There's another guy that just got knocked the fuck out on Liberty Brawl that talked his way into a big fight that should never. He trains in the fucking woods. I don't care what he says. He wrote a book out of fucking. This dude wrote a fucking. What's his fucking name? Andrew Nolan. I follow him on Facebook. Yeah, that motherfucker. Like all of a sudden, AI comes out and this dude writes a fucking novel. Get the fuck out of here. Your novel looks like Harry Potter, brother. Like literally, the cover is the Sorcerer's Stone with your face on it. Like
I literally said they gave Lex a free win right there. That was here you go, Lex. You're the most hated man in combat sport, like you said. Here's a free win.
And well, I think what helped too is that dude, fucking Nolan, lives in the woods a few hours away in New York or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's up from that way, but he should never, ever be in the BKFC ring. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if he won amateur titles as an AMI. Whatever circuit he was fighting in, he sucks. That circuit sucks. He should never be in there either, but I don't think he'll ever get a fight again, but that sucks why did he get an opportunity on Liberty Brawl?
They might as well let Jack Shady Grady come back. Yeah. Of course, he got to change his name to Jack Navy Grady.
Yeah, he's doing some, now. I will say, like, it went from seeing super ripped photos of him online all the time to just him doing the same shit.
He seemed happy. He looks like he's happy.
That's what I'm saying. Is he's doing something that most men at that age won't do.
Yeah, he's trying to better himself. He's 30-something, right?
Oh, he has to be. Now, let's see.
And he'll probably never fight in the BKFC again. No, I mean, there's a few guys that definitely shouldn't be fighting in the BKFC again. And I agree. Oh boy, Hardbody was one
39.
of them. 39.
Hardbody's
most
one
cats of that age ain't going in the Navy.
Yeah, but yeah, I was really surprised that like he got one.
What's your take on Guy on the couch? Like he's literally what he says, right? He's just the guy that comes off the couch in bare knuckles.
Rain?
Yeah.
I think he trains. I'm pretty sure.
Trains. He trains people, but he's not pretty good of a fighter.
I think he kind of just goes in there for the fuck of it. From what I see, I've met him one time.
That's what it seems like. Like he's just doing it because he can.
Yeah, and he's just one of them guys that kind of just does it on the side. I know he helps a lot of fighters from what I've noticed.
Like Joby. I seen he had that Joby Steffenmeyer or whatever.
Yeah,
he used to fight MMA.
Yeah, he fought MMA.
Oh, he fought MMA?
He did fight it. My wife just said, yeah, he did fight MMA. But I met him over in Denver. He's a cool guy, dude. But yeah, I think he really is just a dude on the couch. He trained.
Ruben's a cool guy, but you know, it doesn't mean like
Doesn't mean they got the skills to
they should
stand
be
in there.
fighting because they cool guys.
No, absolutely. No, I 100% agree with you. Just like there's a few guys in my division that probably shouldn't be fighting. But like, what's
I don't
that
know.
guy's name? Fucking what's his name? He's been talking shit to me on my Facebook. He's fighting fucking Cito. He just got
the
out of
guy,
jail. He just got out of jail.
Robert
Robert
Flitchner or whatever.
Ketchner, didn't he just got out of jail
Yeah,
for beating his wife or trying to or some shit?
I heard something about that.
It could be wrong. I could be spreading false information, and you can
No,
sue
I
me,
seen
brother.
something about that was where Justin Martinez posted something about him just getting out of jail or something.
Yeah, I've seen other things on there too. Other people saying shit on Facebook, commenting on his stuff. But he's another one that I don't think deserves to be in there.
Well, speaking of Cito, tune in Tuesday. We'll be interviewing Cito Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, I'll be tuning in. I'm a fan of his too, man. Cito he's an exciting fighter.
He's young. He's 25.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think he's 25. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I thought it said he was 25.
25. He's 4-1 at 25. You're looking at somebody that could put another 8 years into this sport, or more, because I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? If he takes care of himself, takes care of his hands, fights a couple times
and the
a
way
year,
the fights are spaced out,
he could really have a good career, as in like what you would look at like a UFC career, where like you start young, you're having that record. He's young enough to have a 15-2, 20-5 type of record in bare knuckle if he stays consistent and healthy. That'd be cool to see.
And there's no telling where Kai's career is going to end up. Like, say Kai just goes the next 5 or 10 years and nobody beats him.
Yeah.
I mean, by that time, he's going to be like 35, 36. He could just like retire. His followers are going up, you know. By then, he'll probably have bigger sponsors, a bigger following.
Yeah, I see him in RAF in the next year and a half. I think
he think Harry's going to be?
I think he drops him. I think Kai gets stunned and put on his. I think Kai gets put down once this fight, but only because out of everybody that he has fought outside of Jimmy, this guy brings the more bare knuckle experience, and he's kind of more of a tight boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's going to sit there and he's okay being in the pocket a little bit. And he has a little bit more better footwork. Duran hits really hard, but Duran he just at that point didn't develop the movement he has now. Duran now, I think, poses a huge threat for him also. But I also think Brown beats him because of his reach.
Brown beats who? Kai or Duran?
Beats Kai. I think Brown right now beats Kai.
I don't know if they're gonna give him a fight anytime. So he's gonna have to beat one of these big name rank guys, I think, to get that. He's gonna have to beat like Nathan Rivera or Brian Duran or something, I think.
Trey Martin.
Trey Martin. Well, hey, if Trey wins, and I don't know, man, to be honest with you,
that's a big night for 45ers too.
I don't know if Trey's gonna win this one.
No, this one's gonna
Rico, what's it, Descilio or whatever?
I don't know, but that dude's a dog. That dude, he's an exciting, like he's
got the most knockdowns, I think, in like 4 fights or something.
Really?
Yeah, he said something about having the most knockdowns in his 4 fights. He got like 14 knockdowns or 4 fights or something like that.
Holy shit! Who kept getting up? That's nuts.
I don't know, but he said he had a lot of. It was like 12 to 14, I think, knockdowns in like 4 fights, because I think he's 4-0. And I was listening to him talk. He's an up north cat, man, and he seems pretty tough.
Yeah, a lot of them up north cats are tough.
He's a Boston. You could tell he's a Boston cat. So
that one's gonna be a pretty decent card, because at least the Kai fight and that fight, you know, kind of 2 big fights for 45. But I think Kai gets dropped this one. But I don't think Kai loses. I'm gonna stick with our homegrown cat. and I think Kai faces adversity in this one. But I think he adapts, he adjusts like the champion he is, and I think he takes it.
Well, they tried to stack this card. They got Christine Faria versus Sophia Landy for the Queen of Violence. They got Joe. This is the one I got a problem with, man. They're giving Joe Lazan like an easy start, man. They got Stash Kuykendall, who's 0-2, man. I mean, I don't.
And that
Joe Lazan has got so much experience in fighting, man. I think. Gia, chill out.
But like Stash is like he starts off fast from what I remember, and then kind of like fizzes out. If my brain is remembering right, because
I mean, but for Stash, it's good. He's fighting
but he did
in a
lose to
feature
that
fight.
He did lose to Discrilio, but in 41 seconds, and then he lost in round 1, 41 seconds to him, and then he lost 34 seconds of round 2 by TKO to Bobby Henry. Never mind. That dude's had a
you're right. Okay, yeah, he's
never mind.
Yeah,
he's had two tough fights.
starts. Yeah,
I think he'll be able
Henry.
to. I take back what I said. That's exactly why he started strong, and I remember him fizzing out because the dude fought two absolute dogs.
And Bobby Henry, that was his first fight, so he was still kind of a little new with bare knuckle, but he had a lot of boxing skills.
No, that was his second fight. Bobby's first fight, his first fight, I was actually very disappointed in. I was bitching, like, damn, dude, he is so exhausted. And then he let his technique and experience of boxing take over, and he knocked him out with an uppercut.
So, yeah, I mean, you got the Joe Lazan versus Stash and feature fight. Pat Casey, Dallas Davison is on his card, too. That's a pretty good fight, I think. Dallas Davison's 5-4, Casey 4-2.
That's
then
exciting.
You got a lot of debuts. Charles Rosa, Sharon Spain debut. Elijah Harris is back.
Elijah Harris is kind of exciting. He's had
he's got good fights.
Yo.
Taylor Starlin versus Kat Paprocki. I will be interviewing Kat Wednesday.
That is a possible fight of the night. I think that one's. I don't think is Kat the one that does that weird like taunting. I don't think
might be. I mean, she's 2-1 right now, and she could possibly beat Taylor because Taylor.
I think.
Had a fight where she quit.
Yeah, I think. If I do think Kat has the ability to beat her, but I think if she does the style she was doing in her. God, who did she last fight? Let me see. It was against Van Wyck. If she treats Van Wyck, treats Taylor like Van Wyck, I think Taylor walks all over her. I think Taylor wins. Truly, Taylor's real good with her distance and her 1-2s, and them little things here aren't gonna really do well when you got somebody that's actually willing to be up in your face. So that one's gonna be a good one.
They got this Robinson Perez out versus Guilherme Viana. I'm not really interested in the fight per se, but this Robinson Perez guy, he's kind of interesting, man.
He is. He's not a person I could ever really probably associate myself with, but as a fighter and what he's doing out there, if this is who he is in and out of off the stage and off the mic from what we've been told, this dude's he's himself. He's through and through this wild cat, and it makes it exciting because that means we're getting the taste of this dude's real personality.
He's a really funny shit talker, yo.
Dude, I've never seen Kai sit there and just be like.
He told Kai he had a Brokeback Mountain mustache.
3 blind mice sunglasses. Like, what? Dude, what?
And then old boy was talking. He's like, nobody know what you're saying, man.
Yeah, he is. I've only met him one time, and he was loud and obnoxious for my debut, and it was like 3 years ago for Valor. He fought that night. He actually knocked the dude out and pissed on his leg, like crawled up on the guy as he was knocked out, and the doctors were looking at him, lifted his leg up. Like, who's that wrestler that somebody used to do that? Like, he crawled up like a dog, lifted his leg to piss on him, and then crawled away, like, after he knocked him out. Rob's a character.
Guy already calling out. He ain't even fought yet. He already calling out Lorenzo.
Yeah, he does have some experience though. I thought it was
And
really
he looks
funny.
like a Lorenzo kind of juggernaut kind of fight. He looked like a tough dude, man.
No, he really is. He was 3-0 for Dirty Boxing until
I've
he
seen
lost
some
his
of his
last one.
highlights at Dirty Boxing. Yeah.
And I think he was undefeated in bare knuckle. I think he's 1-0, 2-0 maybe. Possibly. But he's a
To be
wildcat.
honest
He's
with you, I think he could be higher up on the card though, man. Like you got
yeah.
Charles Rosa, Sharon Spain, debut guy. They probably should be like at that spot, maybe right there behind Pat Casey.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know James Murrin or Chris Rooney. Either one of them.
Nah. And Angelo Colon, I remember he fought who did he fight? Oh, he fought Suarez. He fought the other Suarez. The twin brothers.
Yeah.
He fought the better one. The
he fought the
Eduardo.
one.
Is it
He
Eduardo?
fought the one that actually yeah, I think it
Let
was
me see.
Eduardo. Because his twin
Eduardo
brother fought on the last card.
Who did he fight? Ernesto. Nah, that's Ernesto. Yeah, that he fought. That's the better one. That's the one that's 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they look just dude. They walk alike. They
have the same tattoos, bro.
Same they got the same exact tattoos.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure the tattoos are absolutely identical. Like
they do that so they could probably like switcheroo on their girlfriends and stuff like that.
Or yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? But if all they have to do is tell them to square up, and you can tell the fucking difference. I don't care what either one of them boys say, bro. I don't know if that one was 2 minutes older or younger, but dude, he fucking sucks compared to his brother. Like
he said, "Oh no, we're 2 minutes younger." Or older,
yeah, dude.
Oh, that's fucked up.
It was a huge difference. They're both really fast paced and exciting, but yeah, there's a huge difference in skill between them two. Simpson.
All right, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. I know you gotta get back to the family, man. Any shout outs or something you want to do before we go?
Just you for keep doing this. Unfortunately, I'm not fighting in Sturgis, but I should have some fight news coming up. I know my boy Justin and Brandon are working on some shit. I'm really fingers crossed. They can squeeze me in over in October at Clearwater because it's only a fucking small drive for me, so that would be real sick.
Okay.
And good luck to all the boys September 11th because I'm gonna be watching, and I think that's a big night for flyweights. I'm excited for all them boys. Good for them, and I hope that safe training for them boys. I hope nobody gets injured. I hope all of them fights truly do happen. I really do. But if they don't, I'm on weight and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we got a lot of big ones still left for the year. I mean, because you got Atchison, Mike Jones this week. We still got Henry versus Trinidad, Bryce Henry.
That one's I'm so excited for that one. Honestly,
yeah, that's gonna be good. That's interesting.
Garrett versus Perdomo.
Yeah, Perdomo versus Garrett. I think Garrett is gonna give him his best shot yet. You got Till versus Romero. I mean, I'm interested to see how that goes. Darren Till already stepping in the fire.
I don't even care what the rest of the card looks like. I'll be ready to watch that fight no matter what.
You know, you still got a Newark card, which I heard Ben Rothwell might be main event on that. Still got the Clearwater, like you said.
Which Weaver will probably be back.
Glasgow. That's not even counting December.
Yeah, so we got a full year coming up ahead of us, and then we got BKFC in January. So,
and the Hollywood, Florida card is going to be super stacked. They still ain't even put a lot of the fights up on the page yet, but like you said, you got a lot of flyweight ones. I think you got Mohawk and Tomahawk on this one too, right?
Dude, that is a sleeper fight that I am absolutely. It's not even a sleeper fight, man. That is just a fight that I think everyone's. That's that iron weight.
That should be co-main event. I'm thinking. I mean. Maybe Strode and G a feature fight. I mean, there's no telling, man.
We could see Duran back on there. I'm not 100% sure. We could see Duran. We could. I mean, that card could be absolutely stacked. But they could be saving some of these boys for the big card at the end of the year.
I'd like to see Duran versus Peter Peraza would be really nice to see on this card.
Or just put Brown versus Duran. That'd be a good one. Now that Rivera lost, let him heal up his injuries, let him take the time because now he is a full-time athlete, so he can take the proper time to make sure he's fully healthy. Let these two duke it out and he fight. You know what I mean? Like we could really do something.
I wouldn't even be mad if you had Brown versus he ain't on the rankings no more, but Brandon Superman
Allen
or something. Yeah, Allen or
I think
something, man. Just something. We got to get my North Carolina brethren Brown
we
up in
got
some fights, man.
Brown he just went out there and completely annihilated Chapman.
Chapman, yeah,
He took an undefeated
picked him
champion
apart.
and touched him. Yeah, that would just beat his ass. Like that's all it was. Absolutely. And again, we just seen Chapman do what he did to somebody else. So you got to
Knocked
put
him out.
like Brown is one of the most talented fighters at 45, and he's tall.
I hope old boy when he woke up for that one that he realized, yo, dude, I need a new haircut.
Yeah, something.
That dude had the worst haircut on the planet.
The dude looked like a knockoff guy off of Sonic.
Yeah, when they said like, you know, I get it. Like maybe barber prices went up in Europe too, and you cutting your own hair, but dog, just take some clippers and take it down to a 3 or something, man. You have to go that far.
Yeah, I mean his shorts matched and everything. He had the whole get up, man. Whole get up. But yeah, for sure, man. Shout outs. It was just really good time to hang out and safe. Hopefully all the fights go on safely the next coming up and we keep having good cards, man. Excited for it.
All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, man.
I will, man. You too. Much love, everybody.
All right, peace. We out.